So she is 17 and she says that she has a boyfriend. And there we stop. And we say a boyfriend in Islam is not permissible. It is not permissible for a male or a female to boyfriend or to girlfriend another of the opposite gender, of course, outside marriage. The only relationship which allows a person to meet with a woman in private, to touch her, or even to have an intimate relationship with her is marriage. And anything outside marriage in Islam is not permissible, including dating. It's not even permissible to shake hands with a woman who is not lawful to you, nor is she your wife. Anyway, she says her boyfriend, who's 24 years, which is not really important, they are in love and they want to get married, but the parents are not ready to approve that. So she's afraid that this relationship will end up into zina, وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. And because the parents do not approve such marriage. So in brief, that she says she wanted an advice. What should she do? I begin by what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. He said in the Quran, وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الزِّنَا إِنَّهُ كَانَ فَاحِشَةً وَسَاءَ سَبِيلًا. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prohibits anything, He prohibits as well all the means which may lead to committing or indulging into this prohibition. So He said, لَا تَقْرَبُوا الزِّنَا, don't you go near zina. And what may lead to zina? In Surah An-Nur, verse number 30, then in verse number 31, He said in verse number 30, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا قُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ يَغُضُّوا مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِمْ وَيَحْفَظُوا فُرُوجَهُمْ ذَلِكَ أَزْكَى لَهُمْ. Command the believing men to lower their gaze. Lowering the gaze, or not looking at the awra of a woman who is not lawful to you, was in order to protect you from indulging into the major sin of zina. So He did not say يَحْفَظُوا فُرُوجَهُمْ first, protect their privates. Rather, He began by what normally leads to indulging into zina, by saying قُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ يَغُضُّوا مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِمْ. Then in the following verse, He said وَقُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنَاتِ يَغُضُّضْنَ مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِنَّ then وَيَحْفَظْنَ فُرُوجَهُنَّ, and command the believing women the same, to lower their gaze. So anything that may lead to establishing an illicit relationship with a woman who is not lawful to you, with a man who is not lawful to you, is prohibited as well. So brothers and sisters, beware of that. And in the last episode, I also mentioned the danger of chatting with women of the other gender online, and thinking that this is an innocent relationship and exchanging photos and pictures and all of that. No, because that definitely in most cases leads to fahisha. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الزِّنَا إِنَّهُ كَانَ فَاحِشَةً وَسَاءَ سَبِيلًا. An advice to the parents: if you think that your daughter or your son is at marriageable age, then disregard the fact they are still students. If you can financially afford it, and if you see the alarming light coming on, and that your son really needs to get married, then help them out to get married. They may be not ready to take the alternative of fasting, of being religiously committed, of reciting Quran on a regular basis, doing some physical exercise, which we advise ourselves and the grown-up people with. If you see that there is a risk that your son or your daughter may indulge into this, then there is an alternative, which is, and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, I do not see any solution for those who are in love other than marriage. You love someone, and you believe that they're best for you, then marry her or marry him. And parents should realize that. Unless if they have objections over the person because of his deen and amana, and obviously in this condition, a person who accepts to have a girlfriend has a serious problem. But the parents have to still look for somebody who may fill in that space and try to befriend their daughters. mere objection and saying no means no, or my way or the highway, does not work in cases like that. You don't want to see your child falling into that sin.